Did Team Anna, or Team Arvind as some term it, go too far as they announced plans for their indefinite fast unto death, they said. But they also attacked the new President-elect Pranab Mukherjee and the Prime Minister for corruption.
तो समाधान लेके उठेंगे या तो समाधान मिलेगा या यहाँ से हमारी अर्थी उठेगी। जनता कह रही है कि राष्ट्रपति भी भ्रष्टाचारी, प्रधानमंत्री भी भ्रष्टाचारी और उसके मंत्रिमंडल में 15 मंत्री भी भ्रष्टाचारी।
Well, joining me now as Team Anna or Team Arvind, as some would say, steps up the political pressure and the rhetoric. Joining me tonight is Arvind Kejriwal. I am also joined by Harish Salve, by Keshav Rao of the Congress and Swapan Das Gupta. Arvind Kejriwal, your statements yesterday on the day the President-elect was chosen, on the day when Pranab Mukherjee won an election, surprised many. Because the argument was, if you have evidence of corruption, why wait till July 25th? Is it almost like you want to ensure maximum media coverage for your indefinite fast? If you have evidence against Pranab Mukherjee, release it in the public domain.
We've already done that. We did it on 26th May. Yesterday my statement was misinterpreted in the sense that there was no time when I was giving my speech at Jantar Mantar. I said there is lot of evidence against Mr. Pranab Mukherjee which has already been released earlier, but we will again release it on 25th of July. So 25th of July we will again repeat. It's the same charges: Scorpion deal case, Navy war room leak case, rice export scam, and that SEBI member had written to the Prime Minister complaining against Mr. Mukherjee. All this is already there in the public domain. So we are not releasing any new evidence.
But Mr. Kejriwal, in that sense, there are vague allegations. What individually pins Pranab Mukherjee down on charges of corruption? You could accuse him of dereliction of duty in the case, but many of these cases are still being dragged on. The verdict is still out on which ones of them it is scam or not scam, and there's definitely no evidence of Mr. Pranab Mukherjee personally having taken money.
How do you decide that without investigation? According to CRPC and IPC, if there is a very strong prima facie evidence of crime having taken place, it is compulsory to register an FIR. My question is, where do I go to register FIR in all these cases? There is very strong evidence in each of these cases. Where do I go to register an FIR? There is no independent agency that exists in this country, and they don't want to pass the Lokpal bill. They don't want to create that independent agency.
The Scorpion defence deal is actually being investigated, but your point taken, and you made the point that now he's President-elect, who will investigate these charges. But Harish Salve, let me get the legal perspective in here. Do you buy Arvind Kejriwal's argument that in that sense, 15 ministers, including the Prime Minister, should be investigated for corruption because there have been scams on their watch?
Let me tell you, it has become almost a fashion in India that every wrong decision of the government, or maybe every decision which has two points of view, is corrupt. Let me tell you about the SEBI member. The SEBI member wrote a letter to the Prime Minister. Those similar allegations were filed in a petition in the Supreme Court. They tried to argue it twice. The Supreme Court looked at those allegations and said, we will go into SEBI appointments if you withdraw those allegations, because those allegations bordered on irresponsible. The trouble is, today in our country, Sonia, unfortunately, we have spared no institution. Anybody who doesn't agree with me is corrupt. Anybody who doesn't agree with me is not independent. Anybody who doesn't agree with me is a crook. So certain people have considered themselves to be paragons of virtue, and everybody who doesn't agree with them is corrupt. The President of India represents the Republic of India, the Majesty of India, and I think at least there is some point at which I think we should be a little more circumspect. And secondly, as a matter of law, go and register a complaint. If the police is not registering a complaint, file an application under 156. Today it happened in the Supreme Court. Jagan's mother's lawyer, Mr. Jethmalani, argued exactly this before two judges of the Supreme Court, saying, where do I go? Inquiry has been ordered against me, but no inquiry is being ordered against the TDR and Chandrababu Naidu. And the Supreme Court said exactly this: go file it in a court, and if at that time no investigation is being done, file a petition in the High Court. But you can't be judge and jury all in yourself and condemn people from public platforms in this fashion.
In fact, let me bring in Keshav Rao. The fact is that Arvind Kejriwal will make these allegations, but on the other hand, the Congress often seems to also be its own worst enemy. Andhra Pradesh, which Mr. Harish Salvi just referred to, seems to be a prime example. The already reports are going on in Andhra Pradesh. Was there some backroom deal? Why has Jagan now suddenly withdrawn his bail plea? Why did the CBI go after Jagan only when he became a political force to reckon with against the Congress? The problem being that Arvind Kejriwal's allegations may be one end of the spectrum, but the way political parties behave and negotiate is another end of the spectrum, and neither seems to be the right way forward.
So Sonia, you are convinced with Salveji because it is legal luminary. So whatever Kejriwal said must be accepted the contempt that it deserves, or it should be thrown out as an infantile approach. Because as he said, it is nice of the Salve to say go to the court. I would rather say go to a small police station. If he refuses, go to the magistrate. If he refuses, go to the High Court. Today you have some plethora of agencies where you can go and say, and I cannot add more words and add on to what Mr. Salve said. He has said the best, and he has brought in all aspects into it. Moral aspects, a legal aspect, an administrative aspect, and a political aspect. So I would not. Now you have brought in the second issue. Now are we using, it is an entirely different subject, Sonia. If you are specific in any other thing about Jagan or about this. What happened in Jagan's case is, today the mother of Jagan went to the Supreme Court because there was already a case against Chandrababu Naidu which was stayed. So she said, why not the court itself monitor as it has done in our case and restart the entire thing. That is what exactly the mother of Jagan did it. And I think whenever people go to the court, it must be accepted and respected.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.